Welcome to Garden Luxe, where today we'll show you how to transform a tiny backyard into a breathtaking secret garden oasis. Discover elegant ideas, lush compositions, and inspiring layouts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more beautiful garden inspiration every week. A narrow backyard transforms into a graceful secret oasis, where curved stone paths wind through lush garden beds filled with pastel blooms, lavender, roses, and white daisies, neatly layered in soft waves. Delicate vines climb wooden trellises, while sunlight dances across gravel, creating an elegant, serene atmosphere that feels both fresh and inviting. In this tucked-away retreat, an aged brick wall cradles clusters of peonies and salvia. The garden is softly enclosed, and every angle reveals a new layer of floral richness. A gentle breeze rustles through ornamental grasses, making the whole space feel alive, dreamy, and beautifully orchestrated in natural harmony. A graceful pergola frames the center view, its beams woven with climbing jasmine in bloom. Beneath, white gravel paths lead to garden beds planted with snapdragons and cosmos. Overhead, filtered light casts dappled shadows across stone edging, while every plant appears precisely placed for visual balance and sensory delight. An old-world garden emerges in narrow proportions, where ivy-covered trellises back rows of foxglove and chamomile. The golden sunlight glistens on terracotta pots tucked among the foliage. The camera moves slowly through a wide angle, capturing the serenity of this secluded and meticulously curated flower haven. A tranquil backyard features ring-shaped beds, each filled with tulips and alyssum in coordinated color palettes. A gravel path winds between them, guiding the eye toward a wooden screen wall adorned with soft green vines. The air feels fresh, the light gentle, and the setting calm and utterly romantic. A hidden garden alcove unveils layered textures, smooth stone borders, velvety petals, and rustic wooden features. Beds are filled with anemones and dusty miller, framing a central urn fountain. Sunlight glows through sheer foliage above, casting the garden in an amber hue that feels timeless and soothing. Slender garden beds run alongside a white wall wrapped in flowering clematis. Below, lavender, daisies, and sage create a tapestry of color and scent. The composition feels fresh and uplifting, with light streaming in from the left, catching on each leaf and bloom like brushstrokes in a living painting. Symmetry defines this garden oasis. Two parallel flower beds filled with zinnias and coreopsis mirror each other along a central gravel path. A narrow wooden arch sits at the far end, wrapped in morning glory vines. This elegant structure offers a focal point, completing the scene with architectural balance. A cozy backyard nook is transformed with a checkerboard of low stone paths and wide flower beds edged in clay bricks. Hydrangeas, calendula, and columbine bloom in delicate harmony. Golden light spills over the top of the garden walls, adding warmth to every curve and garden detail. Terraced flower beds rise gracefully on a gentle slope, each level bursting with snapdragons and asters in muted tones. A curved stone retaining wall separates each tier. In the background, trellises overflow with flowering vines, and the entire garden is bathed in soft, late afternoon sunlight. A central stone path divides the garden space into two blooming worlds. On each side, clusters of phlox, daisies, and bellflowers fill the beds with gentle rhythm. A vintage lantern sits quietly among the foliage, catching the light. The perspective captures balance, calm, and artistic floral composition. In this narrow sanctuary, vertical planting steals the show. Delphiniums rise behind beds of violets and pansies. Stone edging wraps each border, and climbing vines soften every hard surface. The natural sunlight enhances the layered colors, while shadows create texture that adds mood and depth. The backyard opens up to reveal a central feature, a dry creek bed lined with river stones and flowering thyme. On both sides, cone-shaped bushes add symmetry, while pink and yellow blooms soften the hardscape. The scene is peaceful and thoughtful, blending structure with a wild garden spirit. A black-framed greenhouse nestles at the end of a long garden view. Along the path, pansies and ranunculus bloom in soft waves of peach and white. Clay urns are placed with intention, breaking the repetition with visual accents. Overhead, soft shadows from nearby trees add dimension. Each corner of this secret oasis tells a story. A round flower bed anchored by a small sundial is filled with salvia and catmint. The outer border is trimmed with fine gravel, keeping it tidy yet relaxed. The light glows gently, making each bloom appear dewy and vibrant. A wooden fence wall acts as a backdrop for cascading blooms. Roses, daisies, and bellflowers in complementary hues. Below, gravel paths meander around curving beds. The entire layout feels welcoming, fresh, and lush without overcrowding, with just enough openness to breathe and explore visually. In this garden retreat, curves define every design choice. From arched trellises to sweeping stone borders, the flow guides the eye gently from one section to the next. Blooming lilies and echinacea fill each turn. Soft ambient light adds a cinematic feel, rich with emotion and grace. camera captures a wide, overhead view of perfectly aligned rows of garden beds. White tulips, dusty pink carnations, and ornamental grass fill the space. Wooden dividers subtly segment the garden, offering order to the natural beauty. The textures play beautifully under the late morning sun. A reflective pool anchors this tiny backyard garden. Around it, beds of snapdragon and anemone curve outward like petals of a bloom. A trellis wall at the rear supports delicate flowering vines, providing height and balance. The water reflects soft skies and fluttering petals, completing the idyllic view. Light filters through young trees, spotlighting vibrant flower beds lined in sandstone. Cosmos, verbena, and marigolds create a colorful gradient that fades into trailing ivy along the garden edges. A natural stone path snakes through it all, providing motion and an immersive journey through this blooming hideaway. Thank you for joining us on this journey through enchanting backyard retreats. We hope today's visuals inspire your next garden transformation. Like this video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment with your favorite idea, and subscribe to Garden Luxe for more serene, stylish garden inspiration. See you in the next video.